damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Got to give a big shout out to my man Resendo. Helped me out very much at the gun store yesterday. I was wearing my Jericho Green hat. He says, "Are you a fan of Jericho Green?" I was like, "Shit, man, I am Jericho Green." You know, with the mask and everything on, it was kind of hard to see. Pleasure to meet him. He said that, man, he's like, my mom's gonna shit when she finds out that I met you. So shout out to Resendo's mom as well. And I was glad to go there. I finally found more Glock 17 magazines. Very hard to come by, and they only come with 2. So when you're at the range, how fast do you blow through 2 magazines? Especially in weak-ass California, where it's a 10-round maximum. Anyway, I've told you people many times, California will not be out stupided it, and we won't. But guess who's nipping at our 100% hemp, soy latte, no whip, bare-chested, deep V-neck, Charmin soft handshake heels? New York, fucking New York, with failed presidential candidate Mayor Diblowsio. See, he's already failed at running for president, but he continues to fail the city of New York. Now, I don't know if it was yesterday or maybe the day before, but this little bitch-ass, spineless chump was out there in front of the Trump Towers painting, you know, those giant yellow Black Lives Matter letters on the fucking street. 12 feet tall, these letters that say Black Lives Matter right in front of the Trump Tower. Oh shit, poor Trump. He's in the White House right now. Like, I can't believe they painted those words on the street in front of a building that I'm never fucking at. Boy, you really gave it to him, Mayor Diblowsio. Who'd you call Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London? Remember when Trump went there a couple years ago and they had the big Trump baby balloon flying around the city? Wow, you guys really got him. That really made him sit back and go, you know what, guys? I really need to rethink this whole thing. I mean, they got a baby floating outside. So now Trump is like, oh shit, they painted Black Lives Matter in front of my building. Shit. Call a meeting. You don't give a shit. What are you doing? The fuck are you doing? You couldn't find anywhere else to spend that money that you spent on the paint and the city workers and all that shit stopping traffic. You couldn't have found anywhere else to spend that money better. Then he's out there. You know what? Mayor Diblowsio is the new captain of the USS Pander. Now leaving New York fucking harbor. So he's out there talking about, oh, well, you know, black people, they helped build, no, they didn't help. He said they built this country and they built New York City and never got the accolades, never got the attention that they should have. What? Hold up. Now, I've heard this black people built America bullshit, which is not true. Did we help? Hell fucking yeah, we helped. Did we help a lot? Hell yeah, we did. But did black people build this country on their own? Hell no. They were centered in one part of the country. How are you going to build the whole fucking thing by yourself? Then, but this is new to me. I've never heard that black people built New York City. I'm sorry, maybe I missed it, but I've never seen a bunch of black steel walkers in my life. Those old pictures and the old footage of them building the skyscrapers, I've never seen that. Well, Jericho, there was a black union of steel walkers. Yeah, there might have been some, but to sit there and say that black people built New York City? New York City? Get a rope. Imagine them making that fucking commercial right now, please. Now, I know, Mayor Diblowsio, you're married to a black woman, and she's probably giving you that social justice pillow talk where you got to do something, honey. We need to do something, sweetheart. And tomorrow you should go talk to so-and-so, sweetheart. I think it'd be a good idea if we paint Black Lives Matter in front of the Trump Towers, sweetheart. And this dumbass goes, duh, okay, I'll get on it tomorrow. You stupid piece of shit. What a chump. What a punk. What a bitch. You're gonna sit there and paint Black Lives Matter on the blacktop in the middle of the street? Don't you have some mayoring to do? Don't you have some mayoral duties to get into instead of engaging in fucking graffiti? Because that's what that shit is. Black Lives Matter. What the fuck is going on here? You got the mayor of the biggest city in our country out there painting Black Lives Matter in front of Trump Towers like Trump is gonna give a fuck. And he already tweeted calling that shit vandalism. And it's a hate group. They are. If they were white, you already know how this shit would go down. I can't remember who I was listening to. But somebody was talking about was it some militant group with the Not Fucking Around Coalition or something in Georgia, right? They were saying how if this group was white, they would be a hate group, terrorist group. They would be labeled such, and they would be run out of town. But my question is, how come they don't want to be like the Klan? Right? Because according to them, and Black Lives Matter, when in reality, certain Black Lives Matter, but they always talk about how the Klan did this and white supremacy. Why wouldn't you want to be like that? I mean, they have such staying power. They've been around for over 100 years. Why wouldn't you want to be like the Klan? Why wouldn't you want to be equal with them? Why do you enjoy this hypocrisy and this double standard that, no, you're not a hate group because you're black? No. You're not like the Klan because you're black, even though you're engaging in some of the same things that they did. Don't you want equality? Isn't all that bullshit you talk about equality, equity, all that bullshit? Here you go. You are a fucking hate group. You are a terrorist organization. You are terrorizing the people of America, and you are destroying public and private property. I think that puts you firmly in the category of a fucking hate group. But they don't want that to them. This is a fucking buffet. Immunity? I'll take that. Immunity from public outcry? I'll take that. Immunity from persecution of the media? I'll take that. Equality? Fuck that. I don't want that. I don't want it right now. I want it when it comes to fun shit. But when it comes to being under the scrutiny of the FBI, no, we don't want that kind of equality. That's how you know they're not serious. They're not taking on serious issues. If I was running for office and I decide to tackle the lack of bubblegum flavors, are you going to take me seriously? No, because I'm not tackling a serious issue. Never mind wherever I'm from, wherever city I'm running in is on fucking fire, and the people, my constituents, are cowering in fear inside of their businesses and homes. No, I'm not going to tackle that. I'm going to tackle this lack of bubblegum flavors in the liquor stores. You see what I'm saying? That shit sounds stupid. And so does this bullshit about Black Lives Matter, white supremacy, police brutality. Shut the fuck up. I just saw some bullshit this morning. Somebody posted about how the ice cream song, you know, they play in every ice cream truck across the fucking country. I heard that it's some racist song. Really? The fucking ice cream song? When was that shit written? How many people have heard it? You ever heard anything about it being racist before 2020? You ever heard this kind of outrage about so-called police brutality before 2020? No, it's an election year. There wasn't a peep of this shit. Not a fucking peep in 2019. You didn't hear nothing about this bullshit. There was nobody was painting Black Lives Matter on the fucking street nowhere. You never had the mayor of a major American city out there painting that shit on the ground? Congress and shit. Oh, we need to do this act and that act and defund. You never heard that shit before 2020. This is what they do. They stoke the emotions. They get the black folks all riled up, so they pull that fucking lever. Why? Why are our emotions so easily manipulated? Why? I actually know why. Or at least it's my theory. You're a product of your environment. If you're constantly surrounded by something, that's what you're going to become. So you remove the father from the home, whether through prison, whether through just running them out of the house, because listen to this bullshit. They don't want you to have a man in the house. If you're a woman with kids and you're on welfare, they don't want you to have a man. They should. They should want you to reconstruct your family, have a solid nuclear family in place so you can get off welfare, so you can provide for yourself. But no, if you have a man in the house, you can't get welfare. So run him out. I can't have you fucking with my money. Or they're in prison, or they just don't give a fuck. Either way, you destabilize the family and have these kids, these boys, raised around all women. Your mom, your grandma, your aunt, your sisters. You're submerged in fucking estrogen. Just like when you marinate meat. If I put some beef in a Ziploc bag with fucking teriyaki sauce overnight, what's that beef gonna taste like? So you soak these fucking kids in estrogen and wonder why the fuck they're so over-emotional. Women are more emotional than men. I know. Sit down and catch your breath. So they're constantly surrounded and bombarded by females, by feminist energy. That's what they're gonna become. That's why they shoot you over how you looking at me, or you scuff my shoes, or some small insignificant shit ends up in somebody getting killed. That's why you got hordes of these little fuckers running around acting like children. Because they're being treated like children. That's how they treat black folks. They don't hold us to the same standards of everybody else, and they should. The other night, my son, he had an accident. He had too much water before bed. That's fine. We'll change your sheets, get you in some fresh jammies, and get you back in bed. If I piss the bed, it's a totally different reaction. My wife's gonna jump up and be like, what the fuck is going on here? Why are you pissing in the bed? Why? Because I'm an adult and I'm held to a higher standard. But no, they're the Fabergé eggs of ethnicities. Shh, quiet. It's like a sleeping baby. Shh, keep it down. You don't want to get them all disturbed and riled up, poor things. Wait till election year. Then we'll get them all stirred up. But you can't say this to them. You can't say that to them. Because the shit that happened, 100, 200 years ago, they weren't even around for. But that's not the point. Be nice to them. Let them go out there and destroy. What the mayor of Baltimore say? Give them room to destroy. What other fucking group you ever heard somebody say that about? This is what happens. Next year, after the election, you won't hear shit about BLM. Them big stupid ass letters they painted in the street will fade until the next fucking election cycle. And I can't wait for the day that these dumbass cities who let these stupid fucking letters get painted in the street paint over them. Are you kidding me? If it doesn't say all lives matter, get that shit out of here. You don't even need to say that. Do we need to say puppies are cute? The sun is hot? No shit, we already know. Get that bullshit off the street. You're making it awkward out here. In case you didn't know, there are some real black folks who don't believe in or support this bullshit. I know my life matters. All of them do. I don't need you to tell me that. If I'm standing in front of a clock, don't tell me what time it is. It's fucking stupid. Mayor Diblowsio is a straight bitch. Wherever your wife is keeping your testicles, I hope it's on a really high shelf that you can't reach. Fucking chump. He was out there with a roller painting that shit. Black people built New York City? Never heard that shit in my life. They helped, but they didn't build that shit on their own. Stop it. Man, let me hop in this damn rat race. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone, link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.